What's up, Blazenites? It's me, Blazeix. Welcome back to Blazeix Reacts. Today, we are not going to be reacting to any video whatsoever. Don't worry, that's actually the next video, so stay tuned for that. But today, we will be doing Blazeix Reacts 2021 Q&A! Woo! Yes, the Q&A is finally here, and I'm so excited to answer all you guys' questions. I cannot wait! Some of you guys asked me some really good questions, and I generally was too excited to not answer them. I cannot wait to react to this. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I know we're going to have fun. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you to everybody who left me a question. I know it's a lot to ask you to leave me a question, especially for those who have been with the channel for a while, but most of you guys are new, so I just generally wanted to see what kind of questions you had for me. Spoiler alert, most of these are Plush related questions, and generally speaking, I'm excited whatsoever. Actually, most of this is related to Nintendo, kinda, sort of, whatever. I'm super excited to get into it. I cannot wait. So without further ado, while we get into the first two questions, they come from Max McCreed, and he asked me, what is your favorite Among Us Plush version, and who do you think is the best, or was the best, and most evil imposter in the Among Us Plush versions? Oh my gosh, you gave me two good questions, McCreed. If I have to say my favorite off the top of my head, it has to be Part 6. With Part 6, we finally know it was Ganon, which I kind of realized anyways. It's clearly Ganon. And not just any Ganon, it's Ganon from Wind Waker. I mean, that statue is known everywhere. Like, that is Wind Waker Ganon. I didn't even know they made figurines for Wind Waker. But I thought it was awesome. We know that DreamHack Master was Ganon, and we finally also see Joker again, and he's helping Zelda. So, does this mean that Mario, Link, Zelda, and Joker are going to team up? Can they also bring Sonic in? Because Sonic has been the butt of every death so far, and I kind of wish that Sonic was not, because Sonic is a fun character. Don't just mess with him like this. And he found out who was the imposter, so you kind of have to bring him into the fold at some point, man. Like, seriously, please bring Sonic in. I really want to. Also, probably Shadow. I mean, don't get me wrong. The composer himself is pretty evil, but we haven't really seen him be truly evil. He's kind of like, hey, I'm here, I'm kind of participating, but if I get out, I'm not going to argue about it, like, you know. And Yoshi, he's just evil, but I think Shadow is the most evilest, because it's Shadow. I mean, as we saw him in, no, don't change that, Yoshi. Yoshi was pretty evil. I mean, at the same time, I generally don't think I should consider both Link and Kermit as, like, evil. Because Link, I mean, have you seen Link? He's a pretty chill dude. And Kermit, I think it was the same as Link. Kermit's probably a pretty chill dude, but because of I guess the programming for the game, he was just treated as the imposter. I just don't think he was doing it of his own accord. At least from my knowledge. I mean, as soon as the game hits, most likely the game rewrites the personality and changes them to what they aren't. That's like it did to Link in the first game. So, yeah, I'm changing it to Yoshi. Anyways, we're moving on to Sega and Nintendo friends who asked me, will I stop watching SMG4? Never. I mean, I'm literally wearing the SMG4 10th anniversary shirt right now. So, clearly I have a fond interest in SMG4. Besides, why would anyone want me to stop watching? I mean, it's SMG4. He's one of the best YouTubers out to date. And one of the ones that don't bore me or make me not want to watch YouTube in general. Like, his content has actually cheered me up when I was having bad days. So, I hold SMG4 in a strong place in my heart. Thanks to his content. Because they've actually got me through some very tough times. And I generally speaking, I just enjoy SMG4. I love his content. And generally speaking, it is the reason that I'm still going onto YouTube. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever stop watching SMG4. So next question comes from Plush Encounters, who asked me, Blazeix, do you collect plushies? And what's your favorite plush tuber, Manao or Richie? I got some beef about the second question, but the first one, I do collect some plushies, but I don't really do anything. Most of them have actually been used by my little cousin because I don't really have too many toys for him to play with that would hurt him. But I do have plushies. Most of you guys know I do collect the Meta Runner plushies. So we're gonna start off with this one, which is Belle. So I collected all the season 1 plushies. So I have Belle, Theo, and Tari. And I do like the design. I like how you can just flip her hair back and you can see the other eye. You can also do it with Tari, I think too. So I was a little bit worried when I bought the plushie that, oh, she's not gonna have the eye when her hair is down like this. But now she does. So yeah. And I just like Belle's design in season 1. It's cute. And then we also have the man's Theo, which he sadly does not have the coconut on the back. You know, he carries a coconut on his back whenever he's in the game. So I kind of am disappointed that they don't have it attached to his back. But it's not something I'm nitpicking. It's just that he should have a coconut. I mean, it's part of his character. And that, last but not least, you see, I have Tari. Now, these are all the season 1 plushies that you could get off of the Meta Runner store. And yet I have not got Robo Ninja Tari by the looks of it, so I don't really have it. And you can like basically move her hair. With Belle's, it's not as attached right here, but Tari's is. But you can flip her hair back and show the other eye, which is kind of cute. Look how cute she is. As you guys can't tell, Tari is best girl. Now, I also have some plushies that I just have on hand. Like, this one I got at Hot Topic. This is Little Ruby from, obviously, the series Ruby. So, I found this at Hot Topic when me and a friend were going to watch, I believe it was Endgame. It was either Endgame or Incredibles 2. Because I bought this along with, like, a, what is his name from Street Fighter? It's not Ryu. Ken. That's his name. I bought Ken from Street Fighter as a Funko Pop. But I don't really do anything with Ken, so yeah. But I also have a Charmander, which some of you guys have seen in videos. I usually use him for when I'm reacting to Pokemon content. And he's just here for moral support. Mainly because I love Charmander. The first game I've ever played from the Pokemon franchise has actually been Fire Red. And I've always choose the Fire type. Most times it doesn't work out for me. Like I pick the Fennekin. It did not work for me. I just ended up messing up badly with Fennekin. And generally speaking, had they let me choose Charmander, I would have. Any game should have Charmander in it. But yeah, Charmander's always been my go-to, and just to have him here is always fun. But last and not least, my last plushie. So, when I finished Epitheta Race, we got word that there were a couple new products out for Epitheta Race. There was the Season 1 poster and this plush. Meet the Molly Dolly. Now, I bought this when we had hope that Season 2 was coming. And I bought this along with the poster. I'm going to put the picture of the poster somewhere probably right there. And I bought this with the poster because, generally speaking, I want a Season 2 of Epitheta Race. Let's all be real with ourselves. Season 2 needs to happen. And I just kept it because, well, it's adorable. Just look at this. Look at the detail on this girl. She even has her cute little backpack. And it's adorable. I just really love the character Molly. And just Epitheta Race had a special place in my heart. So those are all the plushies that I have. I don't collect them, but if it is for Meta Runner or Epitheta Race or just a series in general that I like, yeah, I'll collect them. When it comes down to the plush tuber, I'm gonna have to give it to Monado. Richie does not even know my channel exists. Otherwise, he would have probably commented. And don't go spamming his channel saying, oh, there's this guy on YouTube that watches your content. You should go see it. No, I don't want that. With Minato, he has constantly said something along the lines of great video. I'm glad you liked it. And he even showed up for a premiere. So I kind of have to give Minato the clap up as my favorite Plush tuber. Because I've been enjoying the Among Us series. I've enjoyed the Smash Bros. Episode that I've seen. I think there's another one out. I just have yet to get to it. And I've just also enjoyed Mario and Friends, his other channel that he runs with his brother. I loved it. I thought it was great. And I'm still finishing it. Don't worry, it is coming. Just you wait. But yeah, Richie also had my praise for being able to make me cry for plushies. Yeah, you guys remember the last Zombie Apocalypse episode? I cried after that video. But yeah, I do owe Minato a little bit higher than Richie just because he at least acknowledges the channel's existence. So yeah. Moving on, we have Oztoon, and he asked me, what's your opinion on Princess Zelda in Among Us Plush version? She's adorable. Why? She's adorable. I love her. Generally speaking, Zelda is played by Blue Dogs, and generally speaking, I thought it was a good choice because it sounds close enough to her voice in Breath of the Wild, and I just enjoy just what she brought to the table. Like, she brought this, he brought a recurring character that should easily be helpful for Link and Mario, and even Joker. And hopefully Sonic too, because they need to add Sonic to their fold. They need at least 5 people. And counting Cloud and Waddle-Doo, that's 7 people going after the composer and his usurpers. Like, seriously, I want Sonic to be a part of this. But we're talking about Zelda. Again, I think Zelda is, in generally, one of my favorite characters. She's fun. She's great. I just wish there were more scenes with her. Like, maybe her and Link are chasing down an imposter in the next Among Us versions. And I just hope she gets more screen time. She's generally my favorite. Alright. So now we have that fanboying moment of Princess Zelda out of the way. Spider-Man 64 has left me 8 questions. Now, I said originally the maximum was at least 5, but considering it's Spider-Man, I'm allowing it. So, the first question, here are the questions. What's your favorite anime? What's your favorite video game? Who, in your opinion, is the best performance as an imposter in Minato Strife's Among Us Plush version? Would you prefer Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy? Who is your favorite Mario character? Who is your favorite Smash Ultimate character? Any hobbies? What is your favorite movie? Man, you are giving me so much questions. But I like it. I like it. So, as for my favorite anime, I actually have a couple favorites, actually. So I'm going to separate it into 3 categories. Shonen, which is basically Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, you name it. Seasonal anime, which is basically those anime that only run for a season. At the 12 to 13 episodes, basic anime, basically. And the Magical Girl content. I've really been into Magical Girls as of lately, and it's one of the content that I can watch and love. So, as for seasonal anime, it's a close tie between My Hero Academia and Black Clover. Both of those series have really good characters, and you can tell the mangaka behind both of these series actually think long and hard about what kind of characters they're trying to bring to life. And you can tell between both fandoms, a lot of the fan base is indebted and invested in the development of these characters and the world around these characters. So yeah, that's all. That's my favorite shonen. My favorite seasonal anime has been Bofuri. And Bofuri, if you don't know, is I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. So it's an anime that is basically VR, kind of like Sword Art Online, except not as dark. You guys would not believe how dark SAO has been. I've actually had to watch the abridged version in order to watch the whole story. Mainly Twilight has that to blame. But Bofuri, it's like VR, except it's cute girls doing cute things, and it's a cute anime, very wholesome. I love it, and it's so much my favorite that there's even a poster of it on my wall. So, as you guys can tell, this is a scroll poster that I have of Bofuri. And generally, this is one of my favorite posters that you guys see on my wall. That you probably don't see because the video I'm reacting to blocks this side of the screen. So, and generally, this is my favorite seasonal anime, and I just love it. As for my favorite magical girl anime, most of you already know if you know me outside of YouTube, but it is Pretty Cure. Pretty Cure is a magical girl anime that has started from the early 2000s and is still going strong to this day with 18 seasons under its belt. Beat that, Sailor Moon. But generally speaking, it's one of my favorite magical girl animes. And even when I'm down, this is another reason that I like this series. It has gotten me through some very dark times. And generally speaking, I just enjoyed this series in general, and I just enjoy the content that it brings out each and every year. If anything, I just really enjoy the characters, and it's such a fun anime. If you are a magical girl fan and you generally want something besides for Sailor Moon to watch, not that Sailor Moon is bad, but it has its moments to get dark. I would recommend Pretty Cure because it's way more wholesome than it. As for my favorite video game, I kind of have to give it to Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax Attacks. You guys would not believe how many times I've played Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax Attacks and I beat it within a day. There have been days where I've just not eaten, and the game itself has just invested all my time when I played it on the Xbox 360. It has been one of my favorite games, considering the fact that I'm a big Ben 10 fan. But yeah, if you own a 360, please go get that game, because it is generally fun. One of my favorite Ben 10 games. Who, in my opinion, did the best? Imposter? Well, I already said Yoshi did, but as an imposter, I kind of have to give it to Shadow. Like, Shadow lasted longer than the composer did in Part 3. Like, how did you not last long enough, man? You were the composer! What happened? Did you mess up? Seriously! But yeah, Shadow actually did one of my favorites because, like, he would have won had it not been for Link. Had Link not showed up, he would have won and killed both Sonic and Mario. Let's all be real with ourselves. Yeah, Shadow's definitely top tier, next to Yoshi. As for Kingdom Hearts versus Final Fantasy, some of you guys are going to be surprised, but I actually would prefer Kingdom Hearts to Final Fantasy. Not that I hate Final Fantasy, I actually grew up around somebody who played a lot of the Final Fantasy games. But generally speaking, I never was able to play both because when the games came out, I was still a child. It sounds weird seeing as I'm like 23. But I never really sat down and watched them. But I actually have the final mix version of Kingdom Hearts, which basically goes up to, I want to say, Recoded. So I'm able to play Kingdom Hearts from the beginning all the way up to so far, not counting the third game. So yeah, I would prefer Kingdom Hearts. Besides, Domine is best girl. You can't, and you're not gonna tell me otherwise. Who's my favorite Mario character? Probably Rosalina. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mario and Luigi are obviously hero tier. Wario and Waluigi, middle of the road. Bowser, definitely a villain. Bowser Jr., well, I already love Bowser Jr., but he's not really my favorite, per se. Like, if I was saying villains, yeah, I would say Bowser Jr. Koopalings, I wish they had more screen time, and Nintendo actually told us if told us if they were Bowser's kid, which I would really love, actually. That would make them very fun characters and very fun character development. Don't even get me started on Pete, because I'm still angry at what happened in Odyssey. And Daisy, I wish she actually had more screen time, because Daisy is definitely an underrated character. Rosalina, I love her. I love Mario Galaxy. I just love Rosalina. And the fact that they just include her in everything now. So Rosalina has obviously been my favorite. Smash Ultimate character. If I'm saying like DLC, I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie all day, every day. If you guys actually want to game with me on Smash, I have my friend code down below, so you can add me on Smash, and maybe on Tuesdays or Thursdays, I can just set up a time where we can all game. Just let me know, and I will see what I can do. If I'm saying, like, certain characters that isn't, like, a DLC, that's actually a hard one, because I forgot who I made when it didn't have the DLCs. I usually just play as Banjo most times. That's a hard question. I'm just gonna stick with Banjo until I can remember who it was. Hey, Editing Phoenix, remember who you put. Any hobbies? This kind of right now is a hobby. I don't really do too much. I don't go to parties. I don't drink. I can't really drink. Every time I drink alcohol, it's always salty for some reason. I'm just not a big drinker. I read. I come up with fun side stories for me and my friends to work on when it comes to Minton. I've even started working on some My Hero Academia original characters. And I'm working on a costume for not only an upcoming video, but for a convention that hopefully is not going to get canceled due to what's going on with the world. So yeah, I'm kind of working on a costume right now, and it's kind of, most of you guys will probably be surprised by it. As for my favorite movie, in terms of movies in general, or is it like anime movies, like that kind of stuff? I'm gonna say anime movie. I don't watch too many anime movies except for Pretty Cure content. My favorite movie has been Mahotsukai Pretty Cure Miraculous Transformation Cure Mufferon. It is a fun movie for any Pretty Cure fan, and I really recommend, if you are a Magical Girl fan, go check out Pretty Cure and go check out this movie because it is generally fun. As for like a favorite movie in general, Into the Spider-Verse. You guys can't argue that Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie. Unless you're considering Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be better, which, don't worry, they're actually on my list of best Spider-Man. Except for you, Andrew Garfield. You know what you did. Okay, now we're done with Spider-Man's question. Ugh, I'm really losing my voice. Jacqueline Aquila, I believe her name is. She asked me, why do you like anime? Anime has always been a way of basically helping me escape from reality. Sometimes reality can be a little too much for other people, which it can easily be too much for me too, because there's generally a lot of stress in the world, is what I'm trying to say. I generally think when it comes to anime, they know how to make me escape from reality and jump into another world. Like with One Piece, you get to go on the seven seas and fight pirates and overthrow the navy. With My Hero Academia, you get to explore another world that is a bit similar to ours, except there's superheroes in most of our population. With Black Clover, you get to explore a world where magic is run by, controls everything. And the nobles are pretty much jerks in any anime. Let's all be real with ourselves. With Pretty Cure, you get to see a team of girls fight against top evil. And in general, you see that these characters are dealing with way worse stuff than you. So it's a good escape from the real world, is what I'm saying. And I just truly enjoy it. Now, Bad Time Warrior Productions asked, "Hey Blazix, have you ever thought of making a Plush series on your own at one point and want to collab at some point?" I'm going to get to the second one because that's actually very fun. And the reason I held this question off last is actually I thought about it. I don't know what I do because of how many characters I have. Like, there's not too many plushies that I have. Like, these are all the plushies that I have. Well, at least half of them anyways. Like, what would I even do with these bad boys? Like, do you guys not know I have, like, more Meta Runner characters? I have, like, Meta Runner characters. These are, like, the only 3 that have a certain series. Like, what would I even do? What would I even name it? Like, I've thought about it many times, actually. And generally speaking, I'm not saying that it's not impossible. But what would I even do with these plushies? Would I make a series? Would I just do comments like Richie and Minato? Like, do I do like silly comedic moments like Minato or Richie? Like, I don't know what I would do with them. And especially since this is such a small portion of puppets. I could easily go buy some puppets. I could easily go buy some plushies. But like, what plushies would I buy that I could actually use in this? Now you got me thinking about it. Bad Time Warrior Productions. Now I'm actually thinking about it. And I'm actually let me ask you this. Do you want to see a Plush series on this channel? That would be the question you guys should ask. And as for the second question, depends. What kind of content would you want from me? I generally want to know at some point what this person wants, because we're actually on Discord. And she's in Blazenites. He or she, don't know your gender, is in Blazenites Hangout. And I generally don't know what your content is. If it's just like you need voices for a Plush series, maybe. I'm not saying no. I'm saying yes. But what kind of collab are we doing? We need to talk about this. Oh my gosh, this video is so long. This is so much fun, guys. You guys don't even know. The last question actually it's the reason why I'm doing this. And it's the only Precure question that I got. So this is from one of my Precure friends, Q, I hope. And she asked me, who is your favorite prank lead in Precure? Now I already expressed my love for Precure in general throughout this video. But this is a magical girl anime that existed in the early 2000s and is still going strong to this day. Beat that, Sailor Moon! But each season has a pink leader, and they're generally been probably the focus, but not too much in later seasons because most leaders give other people screen time. But my favorite pink lead has always been Cure Miracle, as of recently. But with Healing Good over, Cure Grace has kind of snuck up on Miracle's lead. And even going back into Star Twinkle, Cure Star has also joined the fray. I can't say anything about Cure Summer right now because Cure Summer is still relatively new when compared to other leaders. But where he stands right now, Miracle has always been my favorite. And oh, I can't even forget Cure Happy. So, yeah. Cure Miracle has always been my favorite lead, with Cure Grace, Cure Star, and Cure Happy close behind. And that is the end of the Q&A. Whew! How many questions did we run through? We ran through 18 questions. I don't know how many questions we had on the last Q&A. My goodness. And I almost lost my voice too. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm grateful to everybody who left me a question. I cannot thank you guys enough for everything you've been giving me. We are up to 2,444 subscribers as of around this video. I could either be wrong. We've probably lost some subscribers as of lately, but don't worry. There's still going to be content coming for everybody who's still into this channel. I cannot thank you all enough for giving me all the questions for the Q&A. I want to thank all the plushies, Charmander, Ruby, Tari, Molly, even Belle. And don't forget Theo! If you guys can't tell, it's very early and I'm basically exhausted after this. And I'm 100% positive my voice hurts now. I need to lay down. I thank you all so much. This video is probably going to be around 30 minutes long. I might just set this up as a premiere. I cannot thank you all enough for showing up, leaving me questions, especially you, Spider-Man64, which I think your new name is Galactic Mario Bros. I'm going to leave the link to everybody's channel down below so you guys can go check them all out. Bad Time Warrior production, get on Discord. We actually need to talk about this. What do you do on your channel? I'm generally curious now. Anyways, I do hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, add to your favorites, and do you want to see any Scorching Out videos from the channel, subscribe. I make videos weekly or daily depending on my schedule. Have any requests or reactions whatsoever, leave a link to that video down below. Make sure it's not less than 30 seconds long and I will definitely react to it. Help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers and you will get a special video from yours truly. Whew. I'm out of breath. With that being said, I do hope you all enjoyed. Also, think about that Plush series question, guys. What kind of Plush series would you want to see on this channel? I will actually check it out. I will actually check out the comment section down below if you guys actually do want to see a Plush series with just 6 of these plushies. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you guys are going to enjoy it. I know you will. Most of you guys always enjoy my content. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos. And remember, many hearts never part. Later, Blazenites. Blazeix! Wait it out! Until next time, take care.